Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 28 of Natty and Not. We are your hosts,
I am Alexis and I am Natty.
and I'm Mike, and I'm not. So, I think something that we wanted to recap on that we haven't in a couple of weeks was the uh, Metacline sleep pillow. And,
Yes.
and so I have gone through a couple of iterations of, I guess, a little bit of background for everybody if you're catching up. I've been snoring when I sleep
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
because I've been growing these big old meat titties on my chest, and
But the snoring is
yeah,
disruptive
it's
to
it's
me.
it's it's fine for me. It doesn't bother me at all.
It
But
doesn't
it
bother you that you
do-
snore.
doesn't even bother me a little bit.
It doesn't
But
faze you. It doesn't wake you up.
not even, yeah. You would
Hmm.
think it would be like a jump scare, like the one time when I farted and I woke myself up. But no, I don't. I didn't.
No, you don't hear it.
Don't hear it at all. So
Okay.
it's fine for me, but I've been bothering Alexis, and I think we've already discussed that she likes to put hands on me when I'm sleeping and snoring,
This
and
is the
so
only way to get you to move over.
to avoid that, I've been trying a bunch of different, basically, pillows that are just different shapes and sizes to stop me from rolling over because I only snore when I'm on my back.
Hmm.
And so I've been going down this rabbit hole of all these weird shaped
Pillows.
triangle pillows with
My God.
like basically they look like just big triangles, and they're meant to like sandwich you in to like not roll over
And
and
you've been
basically
going back and forth with
yeah.
like a bunch of different things. Like
Yep.
every night for a while, there was like a new configuration between
Yeah, I was trying to figure it
the
out.
Metacline pillow, because that's kind of like two pillows in one, and then like the triangle wedgie thingies.
Yeah. And so I've been going back and forth between like the triangle pillows, which really wasn't comfortable for me and actually like caused like some weird shoulder pain because I was like, I don't know, I was sleeping weird. And like I was sleeping
But
on
the
my side as a
triangle
normal.
pillows, like they're like two wedges, and
Yeah, so it's
they're
like think of like
long.
two bookends essentially, and
Yeah.
they're just that they stop you from the books from, from rolling off the shelf, or in this case, me rolling on my back. And I tried that for a little bit. It seemed to be like hit or miss. Some nights I think were okay, and other nights I was snoring again. I was figuring out a way to push the pillow out of the way with my massive man body, and
You would either push it out of the way or you would like kind of sort of lay on it
yeah,
anyway.
I would just lay on it like a ogre, and
Yeah.
and so we got the Metacline pillow, which was a little bit expensive, to be honest. I think it was like 260 or something like that. It was like really expensive, but it comes with the like a big wedge, like it almost looks like a cheese wedge type of thing, and you lay on that, and there's
Like a ramp. Like that's from like your
like a
hips
ramp.
up. It's not just
Yeah,
like a pillow or like these bookend things. Like this is like a giant contraption in bed.
yeah. I was joking last night. I was like, it's like a mini skate park on my side of the bed. Got a little ramp. You can jump bikes on it, dude. But it is took me a while to get. I tried it for 2 nights in a row. Couldn't figure it out. It, like just couldn't get it. Couldn't like
But
eventually I
that's
got.
not the
I
whole
became
pillow.
yeah. So I did that. So it was the Metacline pillow. It was the whole combo. So it's the Metacline pillow, which is a big wedge that goes from the
Yeah.
waist all the way to your top of your head. And then there's like a candy cane shaped pillow. Like if anybody's ever seen like those pregnancy pillows,
Yeah.
it
That
was
like would like hook around and then like come through your knees.
exactly,
Like
yeah.
big
So it
giant thing.
looks like a giant candy cane.
Mhm.
And I tried that like 2 nights in a row, and it was just too hot. There was just too much pillow. At first I was like, oh, this is nice and cozy, and then after like I'm a hot sleeper, so it was too much. And then I
It was
eventually would
cozy as fuck.
stir to the point to where I'd get up in the middle of the night and just rip all that shit out of the bed, and then put my regular pillow back down, and then snore and wake you up. And so just a miserable night's sleep for both of us.
Hmm.
And then was flip flopping between that and then the bookend pillows, and trying to figure out like a configuration that would like
And then you would do
help me
just the
sleep.
candy cane pillow.
Yeah, then I tried just the
And
candy
every
cane.
time you did that, you would push it out of the way. Like it wouldn't hold.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would sneaky snake my way out of that one,
Mm-hmm.
and then most recently, what I found success with this whole week, which is I think good enough to at least be a good indicator to keep it, and not return it, is the pillow,
Mm.
the Medicline ramp pillow, and just my regular pillow. So like
Yeah, so
a
not
pillow,
not combo with the candy cane, but just
yeah,
like the big
nope,
giant wedge.
just the wedge
Yeah.
and just a regular pillow then on top of that, for my head. So, and that's been working,
Are you
and
comfortable?
I think so. I don't have any shoulder pain, which is good because that's what I was having with the bookends. I was like, I was like sandwiching myself in a weird way where I was just like, I had like weird shoulder pain.
But you were also there was nothing like supporting your shoulder. And
Yeah,
now like because you're so large, like you're just smushing your shoulder underneath you. The cool thing about that wedge pillow that you have is there's like a giant cutout for your arm.
yeah, yeah. So, and I don't use it I don't use it initially because getting in and out of it is actually kind of a little weird.
The armhole thing? You don't use
Yeah,
that?
I I I, I start by not using it, and then eventually I'll hook my arm through it because then I
Mm.
feel like I don't know what to do with my arm. So still figuring it out for me, but when I do go to sleep, I sleep and you sleep, and that's good.
I just kind of made a connection. So I've been sleeping like shit for like the past
Here we go.
month and a half.
Yeah, go ahead.
What? Here we go.
Here we go.
I just made the connection. I've been sleeping like shit for the last month and a half,
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Mhm.
thinking it was like all hormonal, all this, that, and the other thing. I had a normal ovulation. Well, not normal, but anyway, I like ovulated this week, and all of a sudden, like Tuesday night, maybe Wednesday night, I slept great. And then every night since, I've slept great. It's taken me a little bit longer to fall asleep than normal, but I've had such fantastic sleep this week.
Mhm.
And fucking Christ, do you think it's just because you finally figured out the pillow configuration and you weren't fucking keeping me up all goddamn night?
I mean, maybe, but again, the
Motherfucker.
snoring wasn't bothering me. It was only bothering you. So
But I've been sleeping like trash
I don't
for
know.
like 6 weeks.
This only became a problem like this, like recently, and like recently
Dude,
since
we've been
have
squandering about it for a while. And then you get fucking pissed off. Like
I get
you ruin
in
my
in the
sleep.
middle of the
And
night
then you
when you
have
wake
the
me up.
audacity to be like combative or
I'm
angry
I'm
when I
over
talk
there
to you about it the next day.
counting sheep
Like
and
it
sawing
didn't fuck
logs.
your fucking shit. Oh, you get so bad.
Yeah, well,
You get mad when I call you out, but
no, I get mad when you hit me.
that's the only way to get you to not snore. Like that's the only way to get you to move. You don't,
I get it, but that's when
but
I get
dude,
mad.
I've been no, but you would
I've
get
I've
like
I've tried to be,
weirdly defensive when we would talk about it.
yeah, and I just wanna let everybody know that Lex snores too, but I let her sleep like a sweet angel.
I'm not waking you up. You would
What?
wake me up.
I mean, I don't know
But
that.
this is in all seriousness though, I think for because like for the first time in like 5, 6 weeks, I started sleeping good again and like waking up rested and like, oh my God, that was such a great night's sleep. It's all because of you, motherfucker, and your stupid snoring.
Oh, well, excuse me. Well, you're welcome. I fixed it. Took a man to fix it.
Took a man to fix it. I would yell at you all the fucking time.
I
That's
know.
really funny.
I know. It was bad for both of us, and I knew that, and I was trying a lot of things, and I was trying to fix it.
You were.
What
That's
pissed me
true.
off was when you were like, "And you're not doing anything." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, I'm trying all these different stupid pillows and all these configurations. I'm running my own sleep
No,
experiment over here."
but how many times in between all of your experiments did you just say "fuck it" and would just use your regular pillow again? Did
Listen,
that. You would do that.
Einstein took breaks too. Okay.
And
All
then
right.
I'd get so mad at you because I would have such shitty sleep and I'd be so
No,
tired.
I get it. Yeah. No,
And then I
it
here you
sucks.
are
It sucks.
fucking on your snore pillow.
Yeah. I get it. And
Mm-hmm.
I think we fixed it. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, I can get into like a good rhythm where like I fall asleep pretty quickly, because right now it still takes me a little bit,
Yeah.
but I'm
I
not
swear
waking
if
you up,
you,
which is good.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yeah.
It took a little while. We're figuring it out. I bought a mouthpiece too. I was like, "Fuck, this is gonna be like a last resort," because like I have a night guard that I won't even wear because I hate it. Feels so uncomfortable.
That's right. You paid for that fucking night guard.
I know.
Would the regular night guard that you got from the goddamn dentist, would that help?
No.
Oh, it might. I wear a mouth
Mm,
guard.
yeah.
Our bedroom's
And
like
you snore, so no, it doesn't work.
equipment. All right. I grind my teeth.
Oh, and you snore.
No, I don't fucking snore. You're so full of shit.
It doesn't bother me
It's
though, because you're a sweet
you.
angel, and I just let you sleep because I love you.
Sweet angel, let me sleep.
Whereas you treat me like a fucking farm animal and you beat me.
Knock it off. I'm a light sleeper.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so hopefully we got it figured out. I'm hoping this works. Yeah, fingers crossed. It's been working the past couple nights, so it's exciting. But
That is exciting. Good for you.
yeah, what do you got? You love that
Good
for
for
me.
you. What?
You love that for me?
I love that for
I
you.
love that for you.
I love that for you.
Thank you so much. Bless your heart.
Yeah. So this week, I had a 4-day split, which I normally, or not, I don't know if that's the right way. 2 days on, Wednesday off,
Yeah.
2 days on.
4 workout days from 5 to 4.
Yeah. Which was weird. I had to make sure I had something to do on Wednesday because like my gym time, I go like during the middle of the day. So that was weird. So I worked on my suit. So my off-season project last year was supposed to be make a red suit. I bought all the shit. I followed this blog. I tried to figure it out. I am not a seamstress. I'm a little crafty. That's about it. I like to fuck around. But I have like a sewing machine and all this stuff. So I bought all the things and I made the top twice and I made the bottoms like 3 times. Like I had to order more fabric throughout. Those are hard to make. It's really fucking hard to make. So I broke down and I bought a cheap one from somebody online, and you get what you pay for. So it's not the best in the world, but it fits really well because she made it to my specifications, but all the gems keep falling off. So I have to redo the gem. So that was my Wednesday activity, was to work on that. But yeah, so I am now in a more of like a high rep, trying to create as little fatigue as possible. 4 days on, or Monday, Tuesday, rest, Wednesday, workout Thursday, Friday. Motherfucker, this week, I had to do 3 sets of leg extensions, 20 to 30 reps. And I was like, that fucking sucks. And most things were like higher rep, right? So not like heavy loads, just burn it. Yesterday on leg day, I had 4 sets of abductors. That's the outside one. 4 sets of 25. I have so many reps.
It's a lot if you're weak.
I'm not fucking weak, bitch. Fuck you. I'm not fucking weak. It's just a lot. But here's a good thing.
It is a lot of reps.
I'm 6 weeks out. My strength is still there. So obviously this week I'm not doing like shorter reps or shorter. I'm not doing short or like hypertrophic. Anyway, I'm doing much higher rep ranges.
Yeah.
But like my strength is holding. Like I'm not dropping in weights yet. So that's good. I'm fatigued though, and I didn't hate not having Wednesday. But going into next week, I'm adding in hot yoga on Wednesday.
Ooh.
I'm really excited about that.
Fancy.
Fancy. I've looked at hot yoga before.
Yeah.
I used to be a dancer when I was a kid. So I like stretching. I like yoga for like I get to stretch for like an hour because I used to do that all the time as a dancer. And so I like that. That's like a comfort place for me.
Yeah.
So I've looked a couple times at doing yoga and then like hot yoga, but I've never actually like pulled the trigger and did it. So we're going to do it Wednesday. I'm going to do it on Wednesday. I booked myself for a class and then I asked her, so I'm going to read what she said. I asked her, like, does the heat, is that going to help with stress? Because the whole purpose was to like reduce fatigue and like lower cortisol. And I said, does that help with stress? And she said, the yoga would be awesome if you can make it work. The heat raises the heart rate, which in turn burns more calories. It's a lower impact, so there's less physical exertion. It also promotes a ton of sweat, which soothes the mental need that you feel to do something, and it promotes detoxification. It's a great especially a great option for perimenopause. So I guess because I'm going to do this at like 9:00 in the morning, it's going to be like all of the stay-at-home moms
Yeah, it
in
is.
their late 30s
Yep.
and
You
40s.
might make some friends.
I might make some friends.
That's okay.
So yeah, I'm like super excited to do that.
Yeah.
I've never done it before, so it's gonna be fun.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm happy for you. That'll be exciting. That's something you're like, we should go do that. And I'm like, we should not. You should go do that. Like I am not flexible.
No,
And
you would hate it.
then to go do that in a sauna. I'm all set. I'm okay.
No, I'm pumped up. I think it's
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be
you'll have a lot of
exciting.
fun. Yeah, because you've been
Yeah.
saying you wanted to do that and you wanted to go to the other stretch lab or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've never
So
been there yet.
this I think will like check a lot of boxes for you, at least in that, because you've been wanting to do that. And I think you
Yeah.
wanted me to go too, but I'm like, I haven't been
It's always hard trying to find like time to fit like the
that
extra
too.
stuff in.
Right.
That's what I think that was part of what always like held me back from doing it,
Yeah,
because
trying
like
to
I
squeeze
don't,
it in.
yeah, and not necessarily wanting to go do something on like the weekend.
Yeah.
So being now that like I don't have a workout on Wednesday for the foreseeable future, and to like add, so like it's perfect. It's a good swap.
Yeah.
It's a good push.
Yeah, and so I think you signed up for what, 5 weeks, which is like you're in week 6, so it's going to take you right up to prep.
I bought a five class pass so I could use it for any 5 classes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So because like I'm 6 weeks out. If this works and is helpful, I've got 5. I don't know what we'll need to do beyond that, if she'll want to keep that in, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't want to buy more than that. So I bought 5. So I'm going to do that Wednesday. I'm really excited. But yeah, maybe we'll keep it in all the way through. Don't know. We'll see. I've been feeling like a marshmallow all week though, because our bathroom lighting is trash. And
I think it's bright white, and we're also bright white. So
the lighting's just so bad. It's frustrating though, because it's like that's where I see myself.
yeah.
And so this week I kind of started to freak out, like I'm not going to be ready. I'm not going to be ready, which I think every single bodybuilder goes through their head and like fucking feels that way. And I'm just like, no. So but like looking at myself at the gym and that gym lighting is just like chef's kiss. I'm like, who the fuck is this person?
Yeah.
At the gym, because at home, totally different. So I looked up pictures. So I'm 6 weeks out. I looked up pictures from my last season at 6 weeks out. Because I'm like, my first show last time, I looked really, really good. Probably best out of all competition season. That was my highest weight of that competition season, but I looked really good. I was fuller. I was the fullest there. Anyway, comparing 6 weeks out last time to this time, level of leanness, I think is exactly the same, which is awesome. but the growth that I have in my back and holy shit in my legs. And I've been working my legs like a mad woman this off season. But holy shit, my legs are like a couple of inches bigger. At least it's amazing.
Yeah. When I saw the side by side, it was significant growth.
Yeah.
You could see a huge difference between the two preps, or
Yeah.
at this point in prep, now and before. It was awesome.
It's like you don't see it. So you have to take pictures and compare.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
Keep the mental.
Yeah. Because what's funny, like all of my like normal prep clothes, like my smaller size jeans, my smaller size like leggings and shorts and like all that stuff, I haven't really switched yet. Like a couple weeks ago, I tried to put on a smaller pair of my like gym shorts, and they were so tight around my legs. I was just like, oh, I'm not ready for these. Put it back in the drawer. But the other day I put on a pair of jeans that's baggy leg, like a baggy leg jean, but they're like my prep jeans. And I can't tell you how uncomfortably tight they were around my legs.
It's awesome.
So that made me feel really good. I was just like, well, what the fuck's going on? Thinking, fuck, I'm too fat. I'm not going to be ready. Look back at those pictures and significant growth. So I'm really happy actually with where I am. That like kind of calmed me down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I'm still worried, of course. Like, I want to look good, but I'm less worried now. It was like comforting to say, okay, this is where I was last time. Makes me think that I'm gonna look good. But goes to show you can't just look at the scale, because I've been struggling with the scale for like the last up until last week, like prior to that, like 5 weeks, the scale like wasn't budging.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like shit was still happening. So it's like this, so many people just go by the scale as a judge of is my diet plan working? Is my plan working? Oh, the scale isn't moving.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's so only one data point. You got to look at pictures and compare.
Yeah, it's hard
You
to get out
have
of
to
your own
take your
head sometimes.
measurements. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying it's hard, it's easy to get just caught up in the moment, and not, can't see, the forest past the trees type of thing. And it's definitely a mind F in terms of
Yeah.
like where you think you should be at versus, and at least you have the previous data to really kind of snap you out of it, because it's just like, I'll give you words of affirmation and be like, hey, this is like, and it's not just like me being like, say, husband, say the right thing. It's like, I'm being
But how can it not be the husband saying the right thing?
I mean, did your picture show? I mean, were your pictures lying?
No, but I feel like
I
even if
didn't
they
make
were,
that
you
up.
wouldn't tell me that. You would be my husband and you would like reassure me no matter what. So it's like,
No, I wouldn't. I would tell you look like a dumpster. And so
you would tell me that? You would really tell me I look like a dumpster?
I'm like, gross.
If I wasn't
You're
ready,
doing
would
it
you
all
tell
wrong.
me? If I
Yeah,
wasn't like,
absolutely.
would
Absolutely.
you?
Yeah, I wouldn't let you get on stage if I like, I mean, I would definitely say it in a very nice way, but I mean, would you, if I wasn't in uniform, would you tell me? Or
Yeah.
you just let me get on stage and be like, ah, shucks, last place. Who would have thunk?
Darn.
You'll get them next time.
No. But I think that's what's hard is like, because we're
No, I
both
mean,
coaches. Like
there's
you have to go into
definitely,
like coach mode, not husband mode.
yeah, there's definitely, right. You don't want to hurt somebody's ego or their feelings, and but you're
Fuck your
also,
feelings, bitch.
yeah, but you also, I think you have to have a little objectivity, which is the sport, right? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's subjective, but from a judge's point of view, but I think if we were not conditioned enough, I think the conversation would be like, hey, let's pick a show another month or two out. If the condition's not where we think it should be, right? Just try to be on the same page.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm like, you're fucking blind. You fucking see this?
You see this?
Did you even see this?
Did you see that?
Hello? Did you
Did you see
fucking,
it?
hello? What do you mean I'm not ready, motherfucker? No,
Did you see it
but
though?
we weren't even looking this time. But yeah, no, I think it's definitely, I would have a conversation with you, and I would hope you'd have a conversation with me and
Yeah.
just be like,
I
hey,
think I
let's,
would.
like, hey, you could do this show, but let's do another show a month or two after, because
Yeah, but this is
conditioning.
the first time. And
But
this is like,
I think we both are self-conscious enough to where we're like, we pick you pick yourself apart more than I
yeah.
would or you would. Um, and I think that's where we'd be like, yeah, you're right. Let's, I'd been able to coax
See, I
you
think
out of
I need
competing
you to
when you
pick me
weren't ready.
apart. I think I need you to pick me apart from like not my husband's standpoint, right? But like from like a coaching
I haven't
standpoint.
had to yet.
It's really helpful though when I'm like posing, like practicing posing,
Yeah.
because I'm like making like all of these like little tweaks. Like that's where I need like your help picking me apart.
Invite me in when you're doing posing practice. I'll come sit with you, and
Yeah.
I'll give you honest feedback. I'm happy to do that.
You
Just
gotta help me.
invite me in, because a lot of times, like, I don't know if you're just like, hey, I just want to just run through my own routine. I don't want anybody in there. I totally get that, because there's definitely times when I was like practicing, I'm just like, no, I just need to work through this on my own for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't want a crowd. You're just like, no, I just need the mental
You
space.
just need to be
And
by yourself. Yeah.
yeah. And so, like, I remember doing posing practice last year that I would just put music on, pretending like there's, you're on stage, and
Hmm.
just try to put yourself in that mental zone of, this is real. We're doing it. Quarter turn to the right. And you're calling it out. I actually found like a really good YouTube video that has quarter turn call outs, and I was like, oh, that's great. I'll send it to you, because it's just, oh, actually,
I did that. I
it's for
did that my
classic.
last.
It's for classic, and they have a lot more quarter turns than
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
figure, so it
Well,
might be a pain in the ass.
they don't have more quarter turns. There's only 4 quarter turns. And then, but your call out
No,
for
but
the poses. No, but
they
you're
call
right.
out they call out all the poses though after the
I
quarter
think
turn.
I think I told you to do that because I've done that. Like
Yeah, well,
as
I
I'm
finally found one.
practicing, I kind of do 2 different things. Like as I'm practicing my posing, I'm I'm goal is twofold, and I haven't done the second one yet, but it's to build up posing endurance, holding it. I have like a
Mhm.
dinky lat, and that's the shoulder that's like always injured, and I've been getting physical therapy on and all that other stuff. So it's like that lat for me exhausts so much faster. So by the time I get done, like when I first started going back into posing again, like weeks ago, trying to pose for like 10 minutes. By the end of that 10 minutes, I couldn't even like spread my left lat anymore
Mm.
because it would be so exhausted. So like my first goal with posing is to build up my endurance so that I could hold my poses each for 60 seconds.
Mm.
And then I like turn myself around and do it each time, like a couple times through for like 60 seconds.
Yep.
So that's number 1 for me when it comes to posing. I'm just realizing I still have it's catching the glitter. Do you see the glitter on my eyelids
I've seen it. Yeah.
from practicing my makeup? The second um goal with posing, and I would do this a little bit as I got quicker, was exactly what you did. I'd play just a YouTube video in the back and I'd turn as it's calling it quarter turn, quarter turn. And I found that really helpful because it made me speed up my transitions. Like initially, my transitions just took more time, but
Yep.
that helped me set the pace of like how quickly I needed to get into position. Because like in the beginning, by the time I got into position, they were already calling the next quarter turn. So
Right.
that helped me speed up a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I saw one piece of judges' feedback, or at least I don't remember if it was judges' feedback or if it was like a Instagram post or something. But they said, I'm trying to think of, anyway, whoever it was. They said, one thing that they said that was kind of interesting, and I'm curious what your take is on it. They were like, the person that gets into position first gets the judge's eyes first.
That totally makes sense.
But it doesn't necessarily mean like you'll position you, like it'll position you better. I guess So just like I agree with it to a point, but I'm just like, but if you're still like outclassed, I think you'll get placed where you get placed. I think where it
No, I
plays
don't
a
think it's going to
benefit
change
though.
your placing, but like if you can get everyone's eyes on you, that's the whole goal there, right? Is to how
Yeah,
can I get more eyes on me? That's you're going to get eyes on you.
right. But then I've also heard somebody that says like you should be the last one to get into position because then everyone will focus on you last, and that's the last thing they see. And I was like, I don't know. So
But
like,
it's not the last thing they see because then they're going to stare at everybody for a couple
yeah,
of
and I
minutes.
almost think it's like semantics though at a certain point because they're just like, I mean, maybe if it was like neck and neck, maybe that would be like some type of psychological thing where you'd be like, oh yeah, that I looked at that one first. That one's first. But if it's not that close, I don't think it's going to matter too much.
Do you think it like it's putting the image in their head that like I looked at you first,
Yeah,
so you're going to be first? Do you think that's what that is?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, there's some type of psychological
Oh.
thing to it. Just like I see that person first in position, and then you're comparing everybody to that, and then
Mm.
in their mind. But I don't know if that's just like a psychological thing, or if it really. That's what I'm thinking. If it's like close, maybe that would play some type of factor.
Hmm.
But if it's not close, like it's the cards are going to fall where they are.
I've never I've never seen anybody talk about that.
Yeah,
I
I've seen
guess
people.
if
Again, I can't remember who it is specifically. I just remember seeing both ends of the spectrum, and I'm like, huh, that contradicts that other thing that I saw.
I
And
mean,
again, these
yeah,
are not judges
it's
that are giving the feedback, so it's
no, it's
like
just all like
take it with a grain of
people.
salt. Yeah,
Okay. So there's something I've never even considered in posing is do I want to be the first one? Do I want to be the last one? I just want to transition. I just want to transition comfortably to where I'm not rushing it and like lose balance or fall over or whatever. I want to go quickly and get in a position. Like
yeah,
they
and
don't
that's
give you a lot of time. And
no,
then sometimes it's like by the time you get there, they've already seen what they want to see.
right. That's why in my mind, I'm just like,
Hmm.
like I don't think it really matters that much. I think if you're gonna win, like if your physique is the best on stage that day, you'll win. If it's close, maybe there's some nuance to that, but it's just like so small.
Yeah.
But I think your actual posing would be more critical than the time that you lock in.
No, totally, totally, totally. I don't think I mean, you can't negate everything else. So if I'm like the word, like I look like shit,
Yeah.
or you know,
No,
I'm the worst poser if I post first or last.
yeah.
If that's going to make a difference.
No, no,
It's
no.
really interesting. So now, like, I want to look that up.
Yeah, and gosh, I wish I remember who posted that. I think it was I think David D. Mosquita I remember seeing him and he said one of them, and I don't remember which one he said. If he said first or locking in first or last
No, but I
would give
want
you.
to look it up from like a psychological perspective. Like, I don't want to just hear YouTubers or influencers like
So,
talking about it. I want
this
to know
is
the
like
science.
this is IG science, dude. I mean, how fucking this is like as close to a white paper as you're gonna get.
No, but I want to see. I want to see
Dude's
like the
posted about it
psychology
on
behind it. Oh,
Instagram. I mean,
okay.
what the fuck? What else? This is like,
TikTok science.
yeah,
But you gotta like
Nobel Peace Prize level shit.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just saying random shit, but
I know.
um,
No, I know I'm like really thinking about it now. I don't know. I'm sure. I guess there's advantages either way, or you just show up looking your fucking best and draw all eyes to you because you
yeah,
look amazing.
or you just fucking go out there and dominate. How about that? How
Just
about
go dominate.
how
Like
about just
fuck the first or
bring the
last.
best body and pose the best, and you'll
Yeah,
win.
there you go.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, I'll just
I
focus
think
on that. Yeah,
I'm gonna
like
do that this
I'm not
week.
here to play these fucking mind games. I'm here to win.
Here to win, bitch.
That's
I'm here to
funny.
win.
Anyway,
I want to win. 6 weeks. 6 weeks to go.
6 weeks out,
Mhm.
getting close, getting close.
Yeah,
Month and a
I'm
half.
cold.
Yep, hands are cold. The cold.
I'm cold.
Our son Max was just like, your hands are cold.
It's like they are. Give me
The
your
cold,
belly.
the cold prep ladies here again.
I'm cold prep ladies here. I'm cold. I feel like my face is like looking more and more sunken in.
I don't think so. I noticed a difference a couple weeks ago, but I don't think there's been any like major
Yeah.
prep face.
I practiced my makeup today.
Yep.
I need a little bit more practice. There's like 1 or 2 steps I was just like, I don't remember. I gotta go shopping. I gotta get some new lipstick colors. But anyway, I'll practice that a few more times before we go. Yo, putting that makeup on felt so weird
I know.
and
I came in at one point
wrong.
and your face was so tan. You had so much color. Your
So
neck
much
was
color.
crazy pale.
So I did my makeup at all my shows last year. I learned how to do it. I'm like, I can do makeup perfectly fine. So I'm like, I'm not gonna pay. It's just a way of saving money because it's like you have to pay like $100 to get your makeup done. Like, I'm gonna buy all the shit. I'm gonna figure it out. So last time I did tons of practice, tons of like, how do you figure out your color? How do you do this? How do you do that? I bought all the things, I practiced, and my makeup looked great. So I just need to practice a little bit. But when the couple like the videos that I've watched, so this is YouTube science, says that your face should match your first coat of tan for women. So it's lighter than your body, but should match your first coat. So fucking Casper translucent that like that tan is so drastic on me, but I put it on my face. I'm like, oh, it's so like the face looks dirty, looks weird.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
I didn't do any makeup. They just spray paint my whole body and my head and my face. They told me, hold my breath. Okay, your makeup's done.
And
Hold your breath.
Like that. Some guys, I wonder what it is. Maybe it's like their facial hair, but like some guys' face gets too tan.
Maybe it just had more color to begin with.
Or like too, maybe, but like it looks dirty. And I think that's like the facial hair makes it like the tan sit on that and it looks dirty.
Yeah. I don't know.
Why don't boys get their makeup done?
I don't know. You touched up my eyebrows a little bit because my eyebrows are thin.
That was about it. I did do your eyebrows.
That was about it. Because I wanted everybody to see my emotion from the crowd.
Oh my gosh. So how was your week? How'd your check-in go?
Check-in was good. Coach was just like, keep killing it, man. No changes. I had a 2-pound bump last week. So that was like, oh, cool. Scale's moving quite a bit. That was fun. But this week's check-in, I actually lost a pound. So, kind of a half a pound between the 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So still good. I don't know. I had a little bit mixed feelings between this week and last week. I don't have my check-in feedback yet. So we'll find out next week what that was. But I think I'll probably get a bump in food and probably get a bump in PEDs.
Yeah. Because you haven't changed your PEDs or food since you started, right? Or have you bumped up once or twice already?
No, just once.
Okay.
Just once. So I've been locked into these for 4 weeks and I've gained 3 pounds off of where I'm at right now. And
you're not at like the highest dosage that he said you'd get to though, right?
Nowhere near it, actually. I'm like still super. And I think that was the strategy, even though we didn't really talk about the PED strategy, keeping it like low and slow.
But that's his brand. He's like all about that. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't say it specifically, but it's what he's done historically. So it's been, part of me was just like, let's go. Come on. It's been a week. Time to up everything, up food, up the drugs. Let's go. I'm ready to grow, coach. And it's been low and slow. So I think, feelings wise, it was mixed because I was hoping to kind of just keep ramping very fast. Mm-hmm. But I think this is definitely like, I'm not going to see as much growth as I saw the first year.
Right.
So I think
the more you do it,
Yeah.
The like more of like that advanced athlete
This
level
is
that you
the
get.
this yeah, I think and like I think I'll still see substantial growth this year, but it's gonna not be as substantial as last year.
Right.
And so I've got to keep that in mind. And this is where building is a long game. There's no quick, like, yeah, the PEDs help recovery and they help build muscle faster for sure, but there's limitations. Like it's not gonna be an overnight thing. It's years.
Right.
It's years. It's weeks, months, years. And so I had to just kind of remind myself of that. I'm like, yeah, there's just gonna be those weeks where performance is just maintaining, weights maintaining, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay. Just got to keep pushing harder, keep progressive overload going, and yeah, it's just this is the long game.
You know, what's really interesting is like you're on your way up in weight and you get bummed out when you stall, and I'm on my way down in
I know,
weight and I get bummed out when I stall.
I know. When
But
I
it's
lost a
normal
pound, I
on the
was
way
like, what
down, so
the
it's
fuck?
normal. It's normal on the way up, right?
Yeah,
It's like it's normal because your body just like equalizes, and then
yeah,
all of a sudden you'll have like a big jump.
yep,
It takes time.
yeah. So that's where I'm just kind of like this morning. I was a little like, bah, but now
Yeah.
I'm just kind of had time to settle into it, and I'm just like, no, this is the long game now.
Yeah. What are your calories at now?
4,200 and change. It's
Okay.
like 42.56, something like that.
Yeah. So you get some more. You were 47 was your highest last time, right?
Yeah, and I'm already at my peak off season weight or my peak same weight that I was last off season, peak off season. So
Oh,
like we're
you
still like
didn't you had a muddy ass six pack then.
I know I was a fluffy bunny, and so conditioning is way better now.
Oh my God.
So like night and day difference. But
You know what
uh,
makes me so mad?
what's up?
You're fucking leaner than I am, and
I'm
I
not
hate
leaner
you
than you.
for it.
I'm not
You
leaner
are
than you.
are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not leaner than you.
You are so lean. Men and women, completely different. Totally different. Totally different. But fuck
I
you. You're leaner than me.
no,
And I
I'm not.
hate it.
I'm not. I love you and you're sweet, but no, I'm not.
But people
But yeah,
keep asking you if you're prepping for a show. Like that's how lean you are.
I guess that was like a month ago though, so I was like not recently, but yeah, I think that's you know probably the advantage of PEDs for sure. Would not be able to keep this lean, I think, without the GH. So,
Yeah.
which is what kind of the primary role of it is. So,
Keep you lean. Because wait, GH blocks. Oh gosh, what is it? The fat. I'm trying to think of like the right medical term. I sound so smart. What does it do? It blocks. I want to say fat oxidation, but that's not correct.
fatty mobilization.
Fatty acid mobilization
I
doesn't
think
it like blocks that or blocks like the fatty acids from like bonding to the receptor sites or some shit,
yep,
right?
you're correct. Yeah, I forget what the term
Like
is, but
like
yes,
you could tell I got the gist, like I know what it does. I just don't know the right words to say it
yeah.
and I
All the
sound like an
medical
idiot.
terms. Yeah, all the medical terms. The medical terms are like, if you don't study this, it's like
Oh my
you
God.
definitely
It's
need to
so
reference.
hard.
You're like, hold on, I need to reference all this shit.
I need to look at the right names. I know what it does. It blocks the fat essentially, like your dietary fat from like creating new fat.
Yeah,
And so you pass it. That's what the GH does. And
correct.
then as you're dieting down, it helps to retain your muscle, right?
It does. It does. It also increases water retention a little bit, which is why
It
I'm holding.
causes water retention.
It does, yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit, and which is why I'm like I think like my one ankle is a little puffy. It's not like
It's weird that your ankles are keep getting puffy.
yeah, it's just the one for the most part. But yeah, I think it's just part of it.
Yeah. All right. So good check.
Yeah, good check in. How about you? How was
But
your check-in? What's up?
that's like it's just interesting though, like your perspective on that. Like you're just kind of like, all right, this is what it is. Like it's a very mature thought.
It took a while. Well, I was miffed this morning. I was like,
Yeah. Ah,
I was not happy. I was like, I can't believe
yeah.
I'm losing weight. God damn it!
God
It's the
damn it.
opposite of what I want to happen right now.
You can have
But
mine. But yeah.
but
So I
how was your
weighed
check-in?
in I weighed in. I broke into the 130s this
Woo!
week. So I lost just under a pound, like 0.8 of a pound since last week. So the last two check-ins were going down. Sleep drastically improved.
Mhm.
My ovulation this month was weird,
Because the program
but
B bullshit.
you know what? I think that I honestly do think that that's out of my system and I'm not having any more issues from that. Um, but there's still hormone fluctuations being in prep and being so lean. I think it's like it's like my cycle getting fucked up. Like a lot of women like lose their periods
Yeah.
when they get this lean on prep, but then also your cycle can get all fucked up. I would love to lose it. Bye-bye. That would be great. But you can have other problems.
You would.
So ovulation felt a lot better this time, which was weird, but I was happy for it. Had a little bit of spotting, which isn't great, which is also not normal, which is why I think like that's just what's happening. But dropped, we're going to stay at the 4. So I have 4 workouts, 2 20-minute sessions of cardio, no extra cardio, hot yoga on Wednesday. So that'll be like my 5th day. And we'll see how we go. I did get a small calorie cut. Dropped about just over 100 calories. So like not significant. Still over 2,000 calories, which is so funny to me. I'm at 2095. So 180 protein, 220 carbs, 55 fat. So I was mentally preparing for a larger cut than that. And what's weird is like this week, the prep fatigue started to sink in.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
And
a
it's
couple times you said out loud, like, "I'm tired." And I was like,
like,
"Uh-oh."
I'm tired. Like that prep fatigue is starting to sink in. Not so bad that I'm like, I need to lay down and like try to take a nap, or like I need to lay down and I just fall asleep. I'm not there yet, but definitely fatigued. I had a whole lot of I don't wannas in my workout this week. Like I did it.
Yep.
I still lifted heavy, but I didn't want to fucking do it.
Mm.
So so it's been a little hard. But I'm not feeling crazy hunger, which is weird that I feel the fatigue. So I think like one of the issues I was having with like my GI health a few months ago when I was dealing with like SIBO and all of this other stuff is like I wouldn't always feel hungry. It was just weird. I wouldn't get it. So I honestly think what's happening now is like I don't physically like feel that hunger sensation until I'm really fucking hungry. So it's like something weird is just going on because it's like I should be hungry. I should feel this. I don't feel this like hunger sensation all the time. I only get it like when I'm really, really hungry, like close to mealtime.
Right, right.
So that's why I said to coach, I was just like I'm kind of okay. It hasn't been difficult in that sense. So like, I was mentally prepared for a much larger calorie cut.
Yeah.
But no,
But
as long as we're losing
it's good.
and like I look on
The
point.
pictures are looking good, though. It's just like
Yeah.
the weight will be whatever the weight is, but the pictures look great.
Right. And that's what she's looking at. Like,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying.
They're
There's so
not gonna
many other
wait.
factors.
You have no weight cap. There's no weights to be worried about. They don't care how much you lift. It's just
No,
like
but
just how you look. So you're looking good. I think you're on track.
yeah. So, she didn't we didn't make that many changes. She likes to be really conservative, to keep food as high as possible, keep cortisol as low as possible. Like she's looking at it not just from the what's it going to take to make you look good on stage, but like
Yeah.
gives a shit about mental and physical health and
Oh yeah.
all of the other components.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
How about wins of the week? I got one if you don't.
Yeah, go.
It's my pillow, man. I know I don't like recirculating stuff we talked about during the week, but I think it was such a win.
Yeah.
It's gotta be my win for the week. Oh, and then I did put on other. Okay, here's another win. I was
Mhm.
able to do a 45 plate on top of the stack for the adductor machine. So the watermelon squeezer, the Good Girls.
Oh, okay.
I
I
was
don't
able
do
to.
that one
I'm able. I bumped it up this week to a 45 on there
with your gym pin.
with my gym pin. Yeah, the little basically it's like a little Olympic bar extender that you could plug into the stack, and it I was able to throw
So
a
what's
45, 26,
what's
276.
because it's 231.
Yeah,
I can full stack it on the abductor
on the
machine.
outside one.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
nice, nice, nice,
I
nice.
can do that for like 3 regular sets, not for fucking sets of 25,
Yeah,
but
sure.
for like a set of like 12, I
Yeah,
could do the full stack.
awesome. Yeah, yeah. So that was my win of the week. How about you?
That's awesome. Um, your new pillow, your new old pillow.
Also, my pillow.
Also, your pillow is my
Oh,
win
I
for the
love that
week.
for you.
Oh my gosh, because I've gotten really good sleep and I'm realizing you are an asshole ruining my sleep and you're not anymore. Your pillow's the win. Yay.
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 All right. Well, I think we can wrap there.
Yeah.
We'll see you all in episode 29.
Woohoo.